Good morning, true crime friends. How y'all doing? Listen, there are crazy cases and there are crazy cases. Today, we need to talk about Paul Hicks. But you know what you need to do? First, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, share us around. Let's me and you get to 20,000 subscribers together. Also, find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. So look, Paul Hicks, living over there in Ohio, right? And I was like, okay, what do I know about this Ohio man? Ohio, they seem like nice enough people over there minding their business and stuff, right? So look, picture it. 2015, a fire breaks out in a man's house. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is terrible. I'm sure there's some videotape or something. And then I was like, wait. If he is a good citizen, he has put in like Ring cameras, you know, the surveillance state, so he can find out everything that's happening in his house when he's not there. Well, wouldn't you know it? There is a video camera of video footage of two people tiptoeing into his house, and they're taking out TVs, they're taking out all the valuables, and they have these giant gas cans, and then they just like spreading gasoline all around like it's holy water or something. And then they throw a match, like, the whole place goes up in flames, and I was clutching my pearls. Poor Paul, he has been robbed, and his house has been a victim of arson. This is terrible. And so they were like, Paul, sir, we have terrible news for you. Your house is on fire. And he was like, oh me, oh my, say it's not so. Wait, I have video surveillance footage. And they were like, oh, it ain't burned up in the fire. He's like, I keep my video surveillance equipment inside of a locked box, a fireproof box. So even in case of fire, my house is super duper secure. And the police were like, oh my goodness, you are one smart cookie. This is amazing. Okay, let's pull this video footage. So he's like, I don't even want to look at it. I can't bear to look. Here, you take the footage. So the police look at the video footage, and clear as day, you see a woman with long curly blonde hair and glasses, and like her face is covered and stuff. And he was just like, wait, that looks exactly like my ex-girlfriend. And I was like, oh, well, case solved. Why are we even here? This is going to be the easiest case ever. So they go and they find the girlfriend, and the girlfriend was like, no, that is not me. I don't know what he's up to. I have an airtight alibi, but he's real sus. And me and him are in a custody battle. This is probably him just trying to set me up. And the police were like, okay, girl, we're going to do some more investigating. And then the police, you know, they got busy with other stuff because they have policing to do over there in Ohio. So enter Allstate. You know Allstate, the insurance people, the good hands people, they got you if something goes down. You know what else Allstate does? They have a whole fire investigation unit. Now, what you're not going to want to do is set your house on fire with these insurance companies out here, because the insurance company was like, oh, police, y'all busy, don't you worry about it. We got a whole detective squad over here who will do nothing but investigate these fires. Do you know the lengths they will go to not pay a claim? They will pay probably thousands of dollars to their investigation squad to keep them from having to pay out a claim. But also, don't set your house on fire. So Allstate conducts a complete investigation. I was like, okay, Allstate, what y'all doing? So Allstate runs their investigation, and they're like, we're going to get your Google history. We're going to get everything. And what did Allstate find? Well, Allstate discovered that Mr. Paul Hicks went to a website called that'smyface.com. I wish I was making this up. You can check, you can verify. Mr. Paul Hicks had some unknown woman go to a website and purchase a silicone mask that looked exactly like his girlfriend's face. Who knew this was even a thing? This is not even in the Walmart murder aisle. He had to go on the internet and everything. Apparently, on that'smyface.com, you can send in pictures and they will make a custom mask of your face. So he had that'smyface.com make a custom silicone mask of his girlfriend's face, had this woman buy a wig that looked like the girlfriend's hair. She put all of that on and then went in the house and stole the stuff and set the fire. He's crafty. So, they were like, oh, okay, we looking real hard at this Mama Luke right now because we don't know what else he might be up to. And they were like, oh, whoa. While we doing an investigation and we found about the custom silicone mask, do I want one of those for myself? I have to think about that. Anyway, they were just like, okay, Paul, listen, usually when a house burns down, everything gets burned up, including the security system. Allstate was like, we're going to sift through some fires because Allstate not scared. They're not scared at all. They discovered that Paul had also recently purchased a security system and intentionally put the server or whatever collects the information from his security system in a fireproof box so that in case there happened to be a fire, the security footage would not get burnt up. Okay, this might be the first smart criminal we've ever run into. The girlfriend is very upset. And she all on the news like, he's trying to frame me. He's a terrible human being. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's done this. She's like, look, this is what you need to understand. News, lean in. I'm going to give you the tea. Now, don't put my face on here. P.S. The news put the silicone mask on the news. So we already know what your face looked like, girl, and your hair. But okay, you can go and be anonymous on the news if you want to. She was like, I left him. What he wanted to do was hurt me. He wanted custody of my son. The news lady was like, right, and $400,000. He definitely wanted that insurance cash. And she's like, he's a horrible human being. And so, she was just like, please, you're going to have to protect me. He would go to any length. Allstate investigates this fire for 4 years. Allstate got nothing but free time. They got nothing but free time to make sure they're not out here paying claims. There's no shade to Allstate, but don't set things on fire. Anyway, after 4 years, Paul Hicks gets charged with arson, insurance fraud, and perjury. Okay, so he gets locked up and taken off to the jail. And I was like, this seems right. I'm sure this is where this case ends. If you thought that, you would be very, very wrong. So remember, the fire happened in 2015. He gets arrested in 2019, right before the vid started, right? So there's many, many delays. There's lockdowns. There's the pandemic. They had to get a new judge, a new district attorney. Everything takes forever and ever and ever. Finally, after all these years, and many, many delays, most of the charges get dropped. And Paul takes a plea to like a misdemeanor fraud charge. And Allstate was like, hey, boy, hey, we gave you $400,000. We gonna want our money back. Now, yes, we were investigating. We did pay out that claim in the meantime, which was shocking to me. But they're like, Remember when you signed the back of that check? There was a thing that said, if we find out you did something bad, you're gonna have to give us the money back. So they sued him, and he had to pay Allstate back $400,000. I was like, Meanwhile, the lady who was there, the lady who bought the mask and wore the wig and everything, she slipped the surly bonds of this earth. What I need to know, was Paul associated with the unfortunate unaliving of this lady? And I was like, oh, wow, that was the case. I'm sure this was the end of it. Oh, no. If you thought that, you'd be wrong. Now, the police were like, Paul Hicks, why do I know that name? Wait, didn't he have a wife who was ushered off to the Endless Heaven buffet back in 2001? Oh, we're going to investigate this, Mama Lou. And so the police, on the heels of the fire, were like, wait, why his name keep coming up? They started their own investigation into a cold case of the disappearance of his wife. And so they started looking around and they were like, wait, 24 years ago, his wife was bonked on the head, put in a car, and then the car was pushed into a local pond. And because the wife was unconscious, she drowned. Now, Paul was in the car with her. He had left the window rolled all the way down, and he swam out the window. The way I would never be able to do this. In a state of panic, the car is rolling. Oh my God, child, I was clutching my pearls all over the place. Anyway, so the police were like, hey boy, hey, I know you think you got away with that fire thing. You had to pay the money back. And yes, you got a misdemeanor charge, but we've been looking at you real hard ever since. And so now, just the other day, Paul Hicks was arrested in the cold case, unfortunate unaliving of his first wife, Regina Hicks. Sir, you got away with the first unaliving. Hey, you didn't lay low? Yeah. He got the spirit of OJ in him. You know how OJ got away with that first thing and then he went and did something else? Once you get away with one heinous crime, you should probably just keep a low profile. But listen, that's just me. I'm not out here unfortunately unaliving people, so I don't know how them crazy people think. Anyway, so now Paul Hicks, they finally got all the evidence together to prove that he was the person who bonked her on the head, put her in the car, put her in her seatbelt, and pushed the car into the pond. All the evidence we have not seen yet. But you know what I'm doing? Honey, I'm going to do like my Southern auntie says. I'm going to hide and watch. I'm keeping a close eye on Ohio and on Paul Hicks to see what happens in this case. Also, The woman who pretended to be like the other girlfriend, did she die of natural causes? How natural were the causes? Is there another bunkation in the third degree associated with him? Paul Hicks, we have eyes on you here at Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. And while everybody else is covering them other raggedy custody cases, Corey Richards and the Adelson crime family and that terrible lady in Massachusetts, I don't know. Paul Hicks, I'm keeping an eye on you. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers together. I'll see you soon. Bye.